Hello students, welcome to the science lecture. In the previous module, we have seen the information of nutrients. There are different types of nutrients and briefly we have seen the explanation. Now come to the second part of this chapter, that is components of food. Let's revise what we have learned in the previous module. The food we eat contains various nutrients required for growth and development of the body. Carbohydrates are energy-giving food. Fats are obtained from both plant and animal sources and are also important energy-giving food. Proteins are bodybuilding foods. Vitamins and minerals are essential for the normal functioning of the body. They are protective food. Roughage or dietary fiber help in easy removal of undigested food. Water is essential for our body to absorb nutrients from food. Now we will get the information of balanced diet. As you know, a diet that contains all the different types of nutrients in correct amounts is called a balanced diet. The food we normally eat in a day is our diet. For growth, for maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantity. Not too much of one and not too little of the other. The diet should also contain a good amount of roughage and water. Such a diet is called balanced diet. The diet of a particular person depends on various factors such as the age of the person, gender, the type of work or physical activity, and the condition of the body, whether disease or healthy. The amount of nutrients required by different people depends on various factors. That is, growing children and the elderly people need to take more proteins in their diet. Pregnant women need a diet rich protein, calcium and iron. People working as laborers need more carbohydrates because their work involves intense physical activity and so they need more energy. People who are sick are advised not to consume too much of fatty food as fat are difficult to digest. We all know that cooking improves the taste of food and makes it easier to digest. At the same time, cooking also results in the loss of certain nutrients. So here we will see some good cooking habits. Overeating, overboiling and deep frying destroy the nutrients present in the food and add extra calories at times. Vitamin C is easily destroyed due to overheating. Use of excess water while cooking is not desirable. Washing cut fruits and vegetables removes many nutrients from them. So, wash them before cutting. Washing of rice and pulses repeatedly removes nutrients from them. Now the next part, that is deficiency diseases. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. If this continues over a long period of time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. Deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause diseases or disorders in our body. Diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough protein in his or her food for a long time, then he or she is likely to have stunted growth, swollen stomach, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases, and diarrhea. If the diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and proteins for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin and so weak that he or she may not even be able to move. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorders. Some of these are mentioned in the table that we will see. Here you can see some diseases caused by deficiency of vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A, loss of vision. Symptoms: poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision. Vitamin B deficiency, very. Symptoms: weak muscles and very little energy to work. Vitamin C deficiency, scurvy. Symptoms: bleeding gums, wounds take longer time to heal. Vitamin D deficiency, rickets. Symptoms: bones become soft and bent. Mineral calcium deficiency, bone and tooth decay. Symptoms: weak bones, tooth decay. Mineral iodine deficiency, goiter. Symptoms: glands in the neck appear swollen. Mental disability in children. Mineral iron deficiency, anemia. Symptoms: weakness. Let's come to the summary. The major nutrients in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition, food also contains dietary fibers, that is roughage, and water. Carbohydrates and fats mainly provide energy to our body. Proteins and minerals are needed for the growth and the maintenance of our body. Vitamins help in protecting our body against diseases. Balanced diet provides all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities along with adequate amount of roughage and water. Deficiency of one or more nutrients in our food for a long time may cause certain diseases or disorders. Now here are chapter 2 components of food completed. In next module, I'll provide you notes. Thank you.